polymers are those polymers which can be derived from the nature in our environment, and it occurs naturally. And it can be degraded by the biological process, or we can say that it is biodegradable. And example, DNA, rubber, cellulose, wool, etc. are the example of natural polymer. And then synthetic polymer. What is synthetic polymer? Synthetic polymers are the polymers which are derived by the artificial by human beings. And it doesn't occur, it don't occur in naturally. And it is produced by the chemical process, and it is not degraded by any biological process. Then comes to the classification based on structure. It is classified into three types: linear, branched, or cross-linked. Linear polymer are those polymers which can be derived by the linking of the polymers, by the linking of the monomer by on either side. Example: polyethylene and polypropylene and polystyrene is the linear. And the branched polymers are having a branching side which can connect one or more long chains. It's called branched polymer. Here, in branched polymer there is no cross-linking, but in cross-linked polymer there is a better structure and polymer chains are joined by the chemical at tie points. So bacterite is the main example of cross-linked polymer. Then next, classification based on the molecular forces. It can be classified into four types: elastomers, fibers, thermoplastic, and thermostatic. Elastomer is the polymers which have elastic properties. Like rubber, when it can be elongated, then it gets back to the original configuration. And the molecular force of interaction in between the polymer is very weak. And we can say that there is a presence of weak van der force between the polymer chain. Example: Buna 8, and neoprene. Then come to the point: fibers. What is fibers? Fiber polymer are very long, thin, and wide, and having tensile strength and highly modular. There are strong intermolecular forces between the polymers. Example: polyamide. On heating it is softened, and on cooling it is hardened. And the intermolecular forces between this thermostatic polymer. These polymers, after elongation, it cannot get back into the original configuration. So basically, we can say that it is not reused. It is not reused. For example, bacterite, urea formaldehyde is the example. It cannot be reused means after its long use. After its long use, after its long use, it cannot be reused. When we melt this thermostatic polymers, we cannot be used. We can be reused. It is the process where no elimination product takes place, like acid, water, and alcohol. It cannot no elimination of product, and initiator is necessary to be added. And it involves in unsaturated polymers like ethylene, vinyl chloride, styrene, etc. And in this case, fast addition takes place. Example: polyethylene, polypropylene, and polyvinyl chloride and polybutadiene. Then come to the condensation polymerization. It involves at least two different reacting having the polyfunctional group. Then condensation polymerization takes place, and it undergoes the slow addition. Means it undergoes the free radical addition, which undergoes the step like initiation, propagation, and termination. And small molecule like water, hydrochloric acid, or any acid or alcohol can be eliminated. An example of the condensation polymerization is the toluene, nylene, and formaldehyde, resins, and silicon. Then next to the point, what is the classification based on composition? It can be divided into two types: homopolymers and copolymers. The polymers having a single having a simple repeating monomer. Simple repeating monomer is called homopolymer. It is a simple chain and it can be produced by the additional polymerization. Example: polyvinyl chloride, polyethylene, polypropylene, and styrene. Then come to the point copolymer. It's a composed of two or more monomers having a different monomers, and it is a complex chain and formed by the condensation polymerization. And polyvinyl acetate, polyethylene oxide are the example of that copolymers. Then next come to the polymer properties. Polymer have different properties. Like when polymer is in the bed form, it is amorphous. When it is amorphous, then it is transparent and we can use in many and in our day-to-day life. And polymer rapid cooling and its molecules unable to align themselves, and it also crystallization and semi-crystallization. And it is a translation in nature. And polymer having a different properties, having physical and chemical both properties. It is a durable, it is a flexibility, so we can use polymer in our day-to-day life very easily. Then it is the some polymers and its monomers. You can see ethylene monomer structure and which can be formed polyethylene. It is the propylene and which can form polypropylene. Styrene then is to form polystyrene. Then methyl. And it is ethylene oxide which can be formed polyethylene oxide. Thank you. Next.
ତମ ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ହେଲା ବେଶୀ ବହୁତ
ज्योति मैडम ये समस्त नॉलेज से ऑर्गेनिक नॉलेज नथे तो तांको पॉलीमर पचरेबे आय निज इलाज करतो वर्ष जो कैल्शियम आयोडीन क्वेश्चन देखते गूगल करके फालतू लोग
Application of polymer. So first the introduction of polymer. Polymer derived word Greek word poly and meros. Poly means parts and meros means many. Then application of polymer. आज का डेट में in 20 world fastest growing industry होती polymer industry. आज का डेट में से ग्रो करती है and in US रिसर्च में देखा जाए कि 50% of the chemical engineering and chemists polymer industry काम करते हैं. And polymer is आज का डेट में polymer सब जगह यूज होती है. From plastic to start करेगी high tech aerospace application पर्यंत सब जगह यूज होती है. तेरो एटा आमे एटा को खोजी पाइबा डिफिकल्ट जे आमे डे टू डे लाइफ में कोठी polymer आमे यूज करूँ. Then application of polymer. Mostly आमे सब जगह polymer भी यूज करते हैं. But आमे एटी साकल application ऊपर डिस्कस करिबा. ये कुछ application of polymer in space, ocean, agriculture, electronics, medical, automobile and engineering. Aerospace or aircraft polymer को use करते हैं to their light weight and high percent में करते हैं. वो कितने परसेंट है? Textile and fiber 30%, steel में 27%, rigid packaging में 18%, consumer में 11%, industrial में 4%, automotive में 3%, others में 3%, medical में 1% and pipe में 1%. Then application of polymer in space. Aerospace or aircraft, polymer used due to their lightweight and high strength. And it is relatively better than from other materials. Comparatively, the mechanical thermal and electrical better property used to other materials.
বস্তা হল না
Polymers are
বস্তা
science from vehicle. Aircraft vehicles
applications of polymers से कौन से
such as body panel ring
ସେମାନେ ଅନକମ୍ଫର୍ଟେବଲ ଅଛନ୍ତି चल 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 चल
ସବୁ ପିଲାମାନେ ବସ ଫଟୋ ଉଠା ଗୋଟେ ପିଲାମାନେ
बॉय बॉबे कौन कुछ आसु
ଶୁଣ ଏଇଠି ଗୋଟେ ଫଟୋ ଉଠେଇବୁ ସେଠି ଗୋଟେ ଉଠେଇବୁ ପିଲାଙ୍କର ଯେମିତି କେତେ ପିଲା ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରି